Now to the latest on the war in Ukraine. A secret mission is on. A secret mission that involves Russia and the United States. Reports say they're talking again. Behind the scenes, not in public, not through formal diplomatic tracks, but through private meetings and closed-door discussions. A new roadmap is being drafted, a roadmap to end the war in Ukraine. The plan aims to set out security guarantees, address Europe's security issues, and redefine how the US deals with Russia and Ukraine. Reports say Ukrainian officials have been briefed about this, and European governments are also being informed. The details are still limited, but the back-channel activity suggests a new diplomatic phase may be opening. Here's the report.
A major diplomatic shift may be underway in the Ukraine war. The United States and Russia are reportedly working together on a secret plan. The new plan aims to end the war in Eastern Europe. It is not happening in public. It is not happening through formal channels, but it is happening in private rooms, in long conversations, and through back-and-forth messages between officials. At the center of this effort is reportedly a 28-point roadmap. It mirrors the structure of the recent Gaza ceasefire plan, and it is reportedly built around 4 general areas: peace in Ukraine, security guarantees, security in Europe, and the future of US relations with both Russia and Ukraine. The drafting is being led by US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. He has reportedly discussed the proposal extensively with a Russian envoy. The Russian envoy allegedly spent 3 days in Miami in late October. And he says that this time, Moscow feels its position is being taken seriously. Reports also suggest Ukraine is already aware of the plan. Witkoff met President Zelensky's national security advisor earlier this week in Miami. Witkoff was expected to meet President Zelensky in Turkey today, but reports suggest he has postponed that visit for now. Meanwhile, European governments are also reportedly being briefed. US officials say the document is still evolving. They say could be adjusted based on what Ukraine and Europe want. And they believe the timing may allow for a fresh attempt at negotiations. But what remains unclear is the most sensitive point. How will the plan handle the territories in eastern Ukraine? Russian forces have been advancing there, but they still control far less land than Moscow demands. And this unresolved question has blocked every previous effort at peace. Still, Russia's public response has been cautious. The Kremlin has declined to comment on the report. Spokesman Dmitry Peskov says there are no new developments beyond what Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin discussed in Alaska in August. Moscow's official terms also remain unchanged. Ukraine must step back from its NATO ambitions and withdraw from the 4 regions Russia claims: Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson, and Zaporizhzhia. All this comes at a time when the fighting has intensified in Ukraine. Earlier today, a Russian strike on the western city of Ternopil killed at least 20 people. Dozens were injured. The attack came hours before Zelensky traveled to Turkey. He said the strike showed that pressure on Russia is still insufficient. Ukraine says the goal now is to draw the United States back into active peace efforts. They believe Washington is the only power that can push Moscow towards real negotiations. For now, the 28-point roadmap exists only as a draft. There is no public text, no confirmed timeline, and no new date for the next Trump-Putin meeting after the Budapest summit was paused. But the channels are open again, and the world is watching closely.
I was a revolutionary. I became a ruler. I claimed to protect my people. I terrorized them instead. I built palaces. I started wars. I lost everything. Some called me a defender of Arab pride. History remembers me as a dictator.